Hi, this video is for RMIT Industrial Design students, but if you're watching this video, I hope it helps you out. So what we're going to look at here is how to reduce the really harsh shadows that we can get from an HDRI environment. And the way that I'm going to do that is to effectively use a similar technique that I've used for my lights, and I put a soft transparent piece of material in front of my light. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sphere and do the same thing. So I'm just going to add a mesh UV sphere. You can see my environment has gone dark. I'm going to grab that sphere. I'm going to scale it up just a little bit for now so that we can see these two environments. And on this sphere I'm going to add a new material. We're going to delete the principal BSDF and go Shift A, and we're going to add in a translucent BSDF shader, and we'll plug that into the surface. And now what you'll note is that the light is coming through this, but it's acting as a diffuser and diffusing the light. Now we can see that we're getting much softer shadows. If I come in here and go to the global and I slide my sphere out, you can see that we get the harsh shadows come back, and if I slide my sphere back in, then the harsh shadows go away. Now let's scale that sphere up like that, and we can go inside. And what we can do is we can adjust the white to black gradient, and if I make that a much darker material, then the light is going to come through, the transparency coming through the darker material is less, and you can see that we're sort of emulating a more of a night scene. And then we can push that all the way up and try and make it as translucent as possible. So this is a really interesting way to do that and to create these soft shadows for our rendering and make them look far nicer in terms of the lighting conditions that we are rendering in. So the last thing that we can do is that if we don't want our shadows to be as soft as they are, we can actually get a transparent BSDF and the translucent BSDF and mix them with a mix shader. And if we drop the factor down the mix shader, we're actually letting more of the transparent light through, and we're getting our sharp shadows back. And if we pull that up, you can see that we're softening them off. We could change this color here and make it darker, and it's sort of dropping the shadow off, and we can mix these colors around. And depending on the kind of outcome that we're after, we'll get a much softer shadow appearing in our render. Let's just quickly render that up and see how it comes out. Now we have our final rendering with our shadow. We can see the shadow up here and in here and along this edge here. And we can actually see some red reflecting up off the track into our sole rubber material here. And there we have it.